What's good? Good morning. I hope y'all got y'all a cup of coffee. All right, just up, chilling, getting my stroll on, trying to, and just as I go back to the house and prepare brunch and chill. But good morning, good morning. What's up? Really nothing political today. I talk about, I guess, political stuff, as well as pop culture and things that go on, and that's a couple of things that came up in the news. Three things that came up in the news. And I have another live to make later on today as well. So, but if you haven't already, go check out the book I wrote. It's called The Greatest Pain Ever Felt. Conversation with an absent biological father who never wanted to be found or dared to be found. Either one works. It's only $10. $ Recode the Opinionist, OPINIONIST. It's really basically, it talks about when at age 22, I found out by accident who my actual biological father was. But I didn't get to meet him until age 39 because he didn't want to meet me. I just went on and stormed and knocked on his door anyway. And the first thing he asked me when I came to the door is say, "Hey, how'd you find him?" And I told him Google MapQuest. He said, "I have to give you an A for effort because I've worked aggressively over the years to prevent you from ever finding me." So, if you'd like to check the story out, if you hit me on that Cash App, send an email address because it's in PDF format. When you send your payment, I'll send you the PDF copy. Email it to you, rather. So, okay, let me get to these three little topics. The first topic is, y'all know Megan Good and her husband, Devon Franklin, pastor, reverend, minister, Devon Franklin. After 9 years of marriage, they're divorcing. He filed for divorce, I think, a couple of days ago. But it's been alleged and rumored that they had been kind of living apart already. Because I'd heard about this like a month ago that they were like kind of, reading up on the social media sites and stuff. Said they were kind of not together. And then also, y'all know if you follow Megan Good on Instagram, she never stopped taking her clothes off. So won't he do it? So she got a lot of salacious and scantily pictures on there. Now it's a married woman. Go back to Halloween. She had on a little pussycat, a kitty cat, a Batgirl, very tight-fitting outfit, costume, sexy. Sex is not Megan Good's problem at all. Now, low self-esteem and probably the inability to commit, I guess, or stop being her, which is, I guess, a chick for the streets, 40 years old. I saw her on Wendy Williams, I think, last year or so before the new season started, before Wendy got sick. And she made the statement that she's frozen her eggs. Now, she's 40 years old, 39, 40, talking about she froze her eggs when they got married. She said that she wasn't ready for kids. Now, this is a woman in her late 30s talking about, well, I'm going to wait a while until I'm ready to have kids. You about 38, 39 years old. Wait a while. Bitch, you damn it. Anyway. But she said that her husband wanted kids. I knew then, I said, something's not right in Denmark. And also, let's go to the beginning of their relationship 9 years ago. Do y'all remember that episode when the church, now he's the pastor and she's supposed to be the first lady, but she's still dressing like Elvira. Y'all go back, there's a white woman used to wear her long hair and kept her tits pushed up out of her little outfit. She dressed almost like Mrs. Adams. This is back in the day. But Megan always still dressed scantily in tight clothes and showing off that figure from waist deep. Lord Jesus. Biker boys, come on somebody. Think like a man. Woo. Stump the yard. Lord Jesus. And basically, I'm giving you pretty much how we as men pretty much have thought of her. She's always been a sex kitten, a sex siren, a sexual object or object to be sexually desired. Really, really think of her as like, I guess most women want to be thought of as, as persons with no human beings, as characters, because that's all she's ever presented. Even in movies, she's always the side chick that gets spanked on the ass, or very sizzling love scenes. Or she's the sexy side chick or the sexy girlfriend. Or she, she's just that character. Even in real life, when the magazines show her out and about, she's something sexy, tight, and small. We always say, do you, Megan, because you have a huge male and female fan base. So when they made the announcement that a pastor, movie producer pastor, was marrying her, but y'all put a pin in it. Let me go back to what I was originally about to say before I got it to Megan Good. Good God Almighty. They were at a convention. I don't know where it was, but it was a church convention. And some women in the audience started, as they say, coming for Megan about how she dresses. So you're the first lady. You're supposed to set an example. And he stood up and he defended his woman. So first of all, yeah, I know the Bible. I know all this. But what y'all not going to do is come for my baby. This is the first lady. I mean, he stood up as a man for his woman. But you know the whole saying, and there's nothing disparaging about Megan Good. See, we in the community, we keep it real we've kept it real about who she is and what she's presented. No, we don't know her personally, but we go by what you present. Is that about right? Now, we get a chance to know her. I'm sure, she's really sweet, but she still dresses naked and scantily. So, I saw her on song, and she was saying that, that what people think, that's not true. But why are you such a sexual exhibitionist? And I guess you're saying, oh my God, for the feminists and all these liberal jackasses. Oh, Rico, you're body shaming. You're trying to tear a woman down for expressing herself sexually. We're not doing that. I live in reality, y'all. So all that stuff doesn't stick to me. Because I point out what I see. I'm not going to make assumptions about what I don't see. What we saw as a very booty short, small titties pushed up to her chin, sexy built Megan Good. And she's married to a pastor, and that didn't change her. That didn't even change her. So so it's understood in the community that Megan Good is our favorite Jezebel. She has that Jezebel spirit. And I began to question Reverend Devon Franklin. I said, so was he trying to ignore the words of iconic rapper out of Memphis? His name is Project Patton. And he has a very famous song that says, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. I think he was trying to save a Jezebel. You can't do that. I think he's learned that he spent 9 years of his life and 9 years of his image, his status as a reverend, trying to raise up a fallen woman. Come on, somebody. Trying to raise up the harlot, raise up a scarlet letter. You can't do it, man. You have to leave them where they are. Now, we wouldn't have been mad at you, Reverend, like in the movie, the old TV series from back in the 80s, produced by Oprah Winfrey, called The Women of Brewster Place, when Jackie Harry's character was batting the eyelashes at the preacher, and he invited her out for a cup of coffee. And we saw how he was pouring that cup of coffee. And then at the end of it, after he got through pouring the cup of coffee, she was laying in the bed and said, ooh, I've always dreamed about being a preacher's wife. I've always wondered what it's like to be a first lady. And she just talking and sharing her dreams. And she had no idea that the preacher was already in the bathroom straightening his business up. And then all of a sudden, she was startled when he came out of the bathroom and he asked her, is there somewhere I can drop you off? See, Devon, had you done that, we would have understood. Because, all of us like a little hot little cup of coffee. And the words that he said to her in the car was it was epic, amazing. And how dare you, sir? You're out of line. But it was still, I can't help but be tickled. He said to her as he pulled her up just around the corner from her building block there in Brooklyn. He said, I That's what I like about you worldly women. Y'all don't make things bigger than what they is. And then Jackie, of course, defeated, but she's trying to have an attitude, well, you know, about us worldly women. And he said, yeah. And then he looked at her like, well, damn, little mama, I thought you knew what this was. And then she opened the door. Thank you for the cup of coffee, Reverend. I love it. That is almost as epic as when Denzel was letting Viola Davis know in the movie Fences about his side piece. Now, wait a minute. Now, she brings something out of him. She makes me laugh. She brings things out of him that you couldn't. No, it ain't like that. Now, no, she makes me feel. I said, God, dog. That's when she was bubbling up that snot out of her nose. She said, how come you didn't tell me? I was there with you. Epic scenes. I know I'm terrible, but I can't help it. And so, if Reverend Devon Franklin had just gotten a cup of coffee from that steaming sex pot, whew, we'd understood, but he married a woman with the Jezebel spirit. And that's what happened. So I guess he had found enough. He's 43 years old now. And I think he's going to be just fine once he, cleanses himself of her and and he would say, as the church folk would say, get thee behind me. Get thee behind me. I think he'll be fine. He appears to be a nice man. He seems to have his stuff together. And, he had his fun for 9 years, I guess. Or the marriage is probably over sooner than we think. See, all we know is a month ago we heard the rumors. And then a couple of days ago, I think he officially filed for divorce. So, hell, he probably for the last 4 years probably just kept up appearances, Because I don't know much about relationships, but I do know if one person wants one thing and the other person wants another thing, well, that's not how it's going. That's not going to be the glue that'll keep it together. But I think based on his presentation, Reverend Devon Franklin, he's always wanted a family. And Megan likes the Hollywood life. She is about them streets. And also, if y'all look at her picture, she's always throwing up the little boppermat, all them little signs and shit. So I think he knew that. But anyway, shout out to Megan Good. I was about to say we're glad to have you back, but I don't really think you ever left based on all those pictures you took. And still going to Instagram, she still got some booty shorts or some kind of scantily dress showing all her legs and her breasts out. And oh my God, you better work, Megan Good. Ooh. Anyway, Devon Franklin, be cool, bro. It'll be all right, man. You'll be all right. You got money. Tall, good looking brother. You'll be fine. Probably got, I wouldn't be shocked if you already had somebody in the wings waiting. Or they call it a lady in waiting. I wouldn't be shocked. We already had a little something on the side. So that's my first topic. Can I get to this next one? The next title is I'm so disappointed in Nessa from the Bernie Mac show. I'm so disappointed. And here again, I need to be listening to the Project Pata song out of Memphis. It's called Don't Save Her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. But thing is, y'all know Camille Winbush, actress Camille Winbush from the Bernie Mac show. Always had this clean-cut image. She looks like what Neo Soul is. Beautiful chocolate good. Ooh. When I see her, she reminds me of a double layer thick chocolate cake that has Duncan Hines chocolate mix with chocolate icing. Just a slice whenever I see her. Ugh. She's 32 years old. Last year, she decided to go into OnlyFans. Now, she said that I don't need to do this for money. I'm not trying to do this. I'm just something I want to do. All right, sure. Most folks that go into OnlyFans trying to get their bread. But she said it's not about money. I guess she's done enough little B movies or straight to DVD movies, or after Bernie Mac show must have, residuals must be pretty good, which is fine. Now, I don't understand why a 31-year-old woman all of a sudden wanna, and then this is what she said. Camille Winbush, if y'all can tag her into this. Camille Wimbush said that I won't be doing anything weird and all of this. I guess what she meant by weird was she won't be doing what Sukihana's nasty behind is doing. Y'all know Sukihana, Cardi B's little sycophant or side piece or spinoff. She on there, man, doing the dirty on some dudes' doorknobs. You hear me? Nasty. And she's not even attractive. She's just nasty. And who's watching that nasty beast? She's disgusting. Ugh. So anyway, she said she won't be doing all of that, won't be doing these sex acts, but you know, and then her first pictures came out, and up that beautiful, smooth, chocolate skin. She's the perfect weight, height, just gorgeous. But then we had to kind of work with her a little bit because that's not obviously something she was used to doing because she forgot to put some shea butter on all of her legs because that ash did show under your thigh. I did see it and you saw it too. I said, okay. And I not saved those few pics to my phone. Yes, I did. But the other day, I was tagged into a new video she has on, now no other pictures, she was just doing still poses. I guess she was having sheet around her and, you know, showing just top of her boobs, you know, still half scantily. But the latest one, she looked like one of them dark-skinned chicks out of Brazil doing that little dance that go back and forth. One of them little beautiful Brazilian chicks. Like she doing that caracha or something going on. She got like a little pasty thing on her over her JJ and her boobs are on. I'm like, whoa, Nessa. I'm sorry, Camille. You know, I know Project Pata. I hear you, man. Don't save her. She don't want to be. I know Project Pat. I hear you, man. And I'm from Memphis, North Memphis, Cypress Gardens. I know it, Project Pata. I hear you, bro. But I gotta say it, man. Just such a disappointment. I'm just disappointed because when you see her, it's like, wow. But this is just me talking. It's not about what's in her head. Because, see, we can see a lot of beautiful women, but what's in their head is something different than what we see. And I know better than that. I do. Before she gets down too bad and start doing some Sukihana mess or some, what those other chicks are doing. I mean, straight up, man, getting their box knocked out, getting their throats handled. You know, that's not ladylike behavior, but it has a huge fan base. But if you say it's not about money, what is it about, Camille Wimbush? What is it about, sweetheart? I mean, I think I read somewhere where she said that she was just trying to get more attention and like to get Hollywood roles. So that's what you have to do? You can't just audition? And I heard about those casting couches. I got that. Maybe some of them casting want you. I don't know. But it's like, I thought she went to college and she appeared to be more intelligent than that. And that doesn't mean because the chick went to college that she ain't down with the freaky deaky. Hell, I went to college. We know that's not true. We know. We got a lot of chicks with master's degrees doing some Sukihana stuff. But it's almost like such a waste. You know, hopefully at the new year she'll finally say, hey, I don't need to do this. I got mother and father. I got probably brothers and sisters. I don't need to see me out there like that. Why do you want that attention? It's almost like the nerdy girl who wanted the quarterback of the football team to notice her, but he was always, being, kind of like crowded by the pretty cheerleaders and the top 5 chicks on the campus. And so when let's say she loses weight or she loses the sweatshirt, she takes off the baggy pants and start wearing cute little short skirts and little shoes and start putting a little makeup on. All of a sudden now she's just busting out. That's what this appears to be, like the pretty little nerdy girl, but nobody noticed her because she wore her glasses and stuff. Hair in the bun. Nobody really paid her any attention. Now she wants to be paid attention, but Camille, you don't want that attention. You're too good for that. Look in Hollywood, all those women who presented that. Yeah, they got a lot of dudes that want to get at them, but not because they genuinely care about them or want them. You understand? Because one of these days, you're 32. Hell, you're past the age. In the words of Kevin Samuels, you're in the danger zone if marriage and children is on your mind. Because you might need to clean it up quick and get rid of the pictures. And it can, because based on what you're doing, it's still considered light compared to what a lot of these little loose women are doing. But still, Camille, don't do that. Don't throw yourself away just so you can be seen. You can be seen now, and I'll even attribute this to being dark skinned. I know dark skin is not the thing. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry that happens to a lot of dark skinned girls. Dark skinned girls truly have complex about their skin tone. They do, because we live in a society that biracial, light skin, that's what's in. Even in high school, the lighter skinned girls got more attention. That didn't mean that they thought they were better, just how they were born. And then society sets it up even on TV, movies, TV shows, movies, commercials. They always push the light skin and all that forward, so that's fed into the brains of society. I understand like dark skinned girls, but I'm going to tell y'all, get over yourselves. Dig your natural beauty. You know, and a lot of times all of us suffer from this. We want the people who really are not checking for us. Hey, I'm guilty of that as well. I had to learn that not everybody like a chocolate 5'4" brother, especially if one over 50 with silver, black, and that salt and pepper. And so you go to where people are smiling at you. And that's if you can just get out of your own head and look around, there are a lot of brothers, eligible quality brothers, and men period. 'Cause I saw a little picture, you was a little corny, nerdy Asian guy. A lot of y'all go that route because you're hoping when you have children, your babies won't come out dark skinned and look like your African beautiful self. I know the psychology of it, sweetheart. That's why a lot of dark-skinned girls prefer light-skinned men, white men, Asian, whatever, Hispanic, so their children will come out looking like them. Shout out to Serena Williams and others, Janet Jackson, Tika Sumpter, all of them. If they dark-skinned and got lighter-skinned men, that black woman who asked a white man to marry her, well, she was in that, I think she was in that show, Queen and Slim or something and Slim. She asked the white man to marry her to have a baby. So I understand. I understand how that works. But I'm sorry that y'all haven't grown any in 2021, now 2022. You still feel that way. But it is what it is. Well, I'm going to tell you, Camille, next spring, I'm going to say next spring, maybe May, June or something. If you happen to be in Dallas, get at your boy. After you've cleaned yourself up and got rid of those pictures and, became a lady again. Get at your boy. Let me take you to one of my favorite restaurants. Mexican restaurant. I love Mexican food. So put your clothes back on, baby. We've seen you. We know you got a nice, smooth, chocolate little bod on you. But get that self-esteem up and pull your clothes up, baby, all right? Okay. Shout out to Camille Winbush, and I'm still disappointed. So if you come to Dallas-Fort Worth, tag me, little mama. I'm on Instagram, Rico the Opinionist. I'm on Twitter, Rico the Opinionist. And Facebook, Rico the Opinionist. Say what's up. Anyway, my third topic is, black men, do me a favor. Will y'all stop volunteering to help to create single mothers in the black community? See, I talk about those the ones who choose to be single. I talk about those sad sacks all the time. Single motherhood is a choice. We know this. And right now, it's already been said. You can look at their behavior. A lot of black women don't want no fathers for their children because there's too much money to be made by being single mothers. They get pats on the back. They get government assistance. They get, strong black women. They get all that foolishness while their children grow up psychologically dysfunctional. They've totally got away from the natural order of things. And then they'll be the main ones to say they believe in the Lord Savior Jesus Christ. But I'll tell them to their face, if you had children out of wedlock, you're a goddamn liar. You don't care about God. You don't care about any of that. Yvette, what's up? Jermaine, what's good? Leo, what's good? Michael, Mike C, what's up? So anyway, you're a liar. You don't care about God because that's one of the things they talk about in your church, right? Well, I don't think they do, though. I don't think they talk about the creation of families. All they talk about in America is, in democratic America is women and children. But not in conservative America. They talk about man, woman, children. But black men, you know, they can't become single mothers in our community unless you contribute your penis and your sperm. And that's a problem. You know, it is a problem. They can't become single mothers unless you contribute your penis. And I've written articles on my pages, made videos saying, hey, can we only impregnate women who you're married to, not who you can see as a wife, but who you're already married to, because our race is in trouble. And I guess we both have a part in it. You submit the sperm, and you know she's gonna keep it, especially if she's broke. You know, broke ass chicks. But especially she's in her 30s, never had kids. You know, she got a master's degree, part of a sorority, she all that, but now she want a family at 33. While she rode the Holocaust and the car carousel all through her very prime years of her early to mid 20s. You know, stop contributing, brothers. You know, get yourself together. Go to therapy. Join a gym. Do something else. You know, find out what manhood is. A lot of you don't have that. Y'all think penis slinging is manhood. No, that's reckless. Look at these black kids everywhere, no fathers. Because you're just trying to hit something. That ain't the problem, but hit something raw. What's wrong with you dudes? I know what's wrong with you. I asked that question. I know it's rhetorical. You know, stop participating in creating all these single mothers. You know, you got your Nick Cannon and your Future. You got all these dumbass rappers and male entertainment doing this stupid ass shit. You know, it's just stupid. Doesn't make any damn sense. But it's the weirdest damn thing. And guys are just sitting around here acting like they're not participating in the problem. And I have a serious issue with that. I take umbrage, if they will, with that. The brothers are just vicariously, callously contributing to creating single mothers. See, as for some of you retarded ones, come on here, man, what you trying to say? Tell dude don't have no sex? What's wrong with you? You know, and all that stupid shit. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, why don't you be a man and be more responsible with your penis? How about that? I'm not saying not have sex, but if you just want to hit raw coochie, get a vasectomy, dumbass. We don't have to worry about you, because you know one thing about it, these chicks are not asking you to put on no condoms. I know that. And she should be responsible, but y'all know women aren't that bright. They doing the F they want to do. They're doing what they want to do. And then, not only they do what they want to do, they get to make you look stupid in the courts and in the eyes of society. He ain't nothing but a deadbeat dad. And you know damn well you just there to bust in something. But she'll have the world calling you a deadbeat. And y'all volunteer for that. It's the weirdest thing. Again, I can talk about the single mothers all day long, because single motherhood is a choice. Women have over 20 forms of birth control. And if you find them, goddamn it, get a vasectomy. And that's a quick outpatient procedure. You get it reversed when you become a man. Because right now, a lot of you don't know how to handle your own penis. It's like handing a loaded AK-47 to a 3-year-old. Shooting bullets every goddamn where. Hitting people who ain't even in your range. That's what a lot of you brothers are. And I'm talking about our community. Don't tell me about the single motherhood and white and Mexican and all that. Because one thing about it, when the Mexican dudes, for the most part, when they shoot their sperm, they're there for the long term. You hear me? But you brothers just busting. And it's just not how it works in a mature reality. That's not how it works. So again, black men, those of you who are guilty of this, and teach your sons, stop shooting up the club, man, if you ain't gonna stay for the after party. You hear me? Again, I wrote a book. It's called The Greatest Pain I Ever Felt. Conversation with an absent biological father who never wanted to be found. It talks about when I was 22 years old and found out by accident who my actual biological father was. And he didn't want to meet me, so at age 39, I just went to his house, knocked on the door, and he asked me, how did you find me? And I told him, Google MapQuest. He said, well, I have to give you an A for effort, because I worked aggressively over the years to prevent you from ever finding me. If you'd like a copy of that PDF, it comes in PDF. So if you hit me on the Cash App, $ Rico the Opinionist, or PayPal, Rico the Opinionist, OPINIONIST. Please send me an email address, and I'll send it to you. Thank y'all for listening. I'll talk to y'all later. Be cool. Peace.